Hi everyone! Today I have a quick video tutorial for you on the Icelandic Bind-off. This is a new to me bind-off that I came across when I was working the sample for the Calentito slippers. It works very nicely with garter stitch. It's a little bit more flexible than a traditional bind-off, and it's not super fussy to work. So before we get started, I made these two swatches to sort of demonstrate the difference between traditional and Icelandic bind-off. This is the traditional bind-off that you're probably used to. You can see all the little V's neatly lined up. Not super flexible. It also doesn't sort of blend in that well with the garter stitch. In contrast, this is the Icelandic bind-off. You can see it looks a little bit bumpier, for lack of a better term, so it seems to blend in with the garter stitch a little better. It's also a little bit more flexible. It's still a firm edge. It's not super stretchy, so it will give you just a little bit of extra flexibility to, for example, fit the Calentito slippers over your heel. And as I said, it is not super fussy to work, so let's get started. All right, here we go. Just for argument's sake here, undo that. Okay. Your first step is just to knit the first stitch. Then you are going to slip it back to the left needle. You're going to insert the right needle through that stitch and knit the next stitch on the needle. Then you'll drop them both off. Slip this stitch back to the left needle, insert the right needle through and into the second stitch to knit. If you think about what you're doing as you do this, it's not all that different than a traditional bind-off, because as you're knitting the second stitch through the first, you're actually slipping that first stitch over the second stitch like you would with a traditional bind-off. But because you're reorienting the stitches, and perhaps while you rework them, it sort of stretches them out a bit more, you do get a little bit more flexibility. And that's really it. Like I said, it's not super fussy. You should be able to master this pretty quickly, so you'll be ready to bind off your Calentito slippers with the new bind off. Give you just a little bit of extra stretch. And you can see the edge, just a little different than a traditional bind off, a little bit of extra flexibility. And that's it.